This is your moment! Have it! Go ahead, the stage is here!
Looks like a MAGA bro tried to have his moment with Drag Race Season 14 legend Jasmine Kennedie, and as expected, it did not go the way he planned. While riding the train home from a gig in New York City, Jasmine was approached by a man who, let's be honest, was probably just looking for a little post-bar validation after striking out all night. Everything was fine until he realized Miss Jasmine wasn't the vagina he thought he ordered, and suddenly his fragile masculinity jumped the rails. Let's hear what the queen herself had to say.
Following me on the train. Do not follow me.
Trump is still your daddy.
That's. Hi y'all, my name is Jasmine Kennedie. I am a 25-year-old trans woman, and last night on the way home, in the Oculus on the PATH train, I was verbally harassed and followed on the New Jersey Transit back home, and I will be sharing my story as well as video evidence and giving y'all the rundown as to what happened to me last night. I first want to say that I am safe, I am A-okay, and I want to thank the people around me who were supporting me and making sure that I was safe and that I got home safe. Let me tell you something, y'all. It is very, very dangerous right now to be a trans woman in Trump's America. I have lived in this city since 2017, and I have never been treated the way that I was treated last night.
It's 2025, and in Trump's America, this isn't just a cringe encounter. It's a reminder of how dangerous it still is to be trans in public. Trans people, especially trans women, can't even ride the train home without some fragile man's ego turning awkward into threatening. And under Trump, the rhetoric, the policies, the normalization of this kind of behavior, it's only gotten worse. Less safety, less protection, more performative moral outrage from people who wouldn't know courage if it wore lashes and walked a runway. Jasmine's moment isn't just shade-worthy, it's a warning.
To give a little background, last night I was working in the West Village, doing a show at Playhouse. And the one time I decide to take public transit home is the one time I get verbally accosted, get called slurs, get followed. And really, I had to stand up for myself. And I was actually very proud of myself because in this world, in this climate, they want us to be afraid. They want us to be scared. They don't want us to be able to stand up for ourselves. And this person was very shocked to see that I, as a trans woman, was willing to stand up for myself and my rights.
That's the whole thing with MAGA, isn't it? Big talk, tiny backbone. They puff their chests up when they think they found an easy target. But baby, this ain't that. Every Drag Race fan knows Jasmine Kennedie is not an easy mark. She'll read you, roast you, and still look stunning doing it. Picking on someone you think is helpless? Cowardly. Trying it with a fierce seasoned drag queen on her way home from a gig in full glam? Oh, sweetie, you just volunteered to be the next Snatch Game punchline.
I was waiting for the 110 train last night at the Oculus at World Trade Center. And I sat down because there wasn't any seats on the wall of where the elevator is. And I was on the phone with my boyfriend, and I did have a full face on of drag, just so y'all know I am trans, but I also am a drag queen. And this guy randomly decided to sit very, very, very close to me. Like, say this is me. Like, my suitcase is here. He decided to sit his butt, like, right here. Like, did not give me any space. And I decided to get up just because I didn't feel comfortable and I didn't feel as if I was in a safe space. He just gave me a very weird vibe.
Always trust your instincts when someone gives you a weird vibe. You know the one. Off energy, loud opinions, cargo shorts in winter. Isn't that the whole MAGA vibe in a nutshell? Like, your gut's not being dramatic, girl. It's just picking up on the Wi-Fi signal from Fox News. Trust it, duck out, and let them monologue to their MAGA hat reflection.
So I immediately got up, and I was on the phone with my boyfriend at the time. This man starts to call me the F slur, fuck you, this is Trump's America. He then went to go on saying, Trump's your daddy, Trump's your fucking daddy. And I was very uncomfortable, but at the same time, I was not going to back down.
And just like that, he proved her instincts were spot on. He hit the classic MAGA rejection spiral. Step 1, get turned down. Step 2, say something vile. Step 3, shout, Trump's your daddy. He dropped the F slur like he thought it was going to hurt her, as if Jasmine Kennedie hasn't faced tougher critiques from Michelle Visage in Rhinestones and Heels. Typical rejected MAGA behavior. Zero game, zero class, and a full meltdown when reality doesn't flirt back.
These people want us to be scared to live our lives. These people want us to feel as if we should be in fear of them, but I was not going to let that happen. So I told this man very much so up straight to his face. I said, yes, I am a tranny. Do you have a problem with that? Yes, I am a trans woman. Do you have a problem with that? And then he had the nerve to say, you have a dick. And I said, yes, and it's probably bigger than yours.
MAGA men really do suffer from the most aggressive form of tiny penis syndrome. Loud trucks, louder opinions, zero ability to handle being ignored by a queen in lashes and a corset. And it's like their egos writing checks their patriotism can't cash. And the moment they hear no, boom, full meltdown, F slurs flying, Trump daddy issues activated, and suddenly it's everyone's fault but their own. Newsflash, boys. Jasmine Kennedie doesn't have time to validate your insecurities. She's too busy looking flawless and minding her fierce little business.
But in Trump's America, they don't really want to listen to facts. They don't want to listen to, the actual true experience of a human being. Instead, they want to cast these ideas and make us seem as if we're these fucking aliens that have just been plopped on Earth, when trans people have been in existence from the dawn of time in history. You can go back and pick up real, actual evidence of trans people existing. So transness isn't new. Transness isn't something that has just, boop, it's, a thing. It's a thing now because the right-wing party has decided to make it their number one villain and attack.
These MAGA dipshits really act like being trans was invented by Joe Biden in 2021, like he rolled it out next to student loan forgiveness and gas prices. Trans people must be a new woke update, probably funded by George Soros and Starbucks. Meanwhile, trans people have been around since forever. Ancient history, different cultures, your grandma's church choir. They've always existed. MAGA just finally noticed and, as usual, decided to be loud and wrong about it. It's not that trans folks are new. It's that basic empathy is new to them.
And make them feel like an outsider. Make them feel like they shouldn't belong. But we do belong. And I stood the fuck up to this person. I do not care. I was not going to let some man make me feel insignificant because I'm confident in who I am. And let's be honest, why'd you sit so close next to the doll? Was somebody chasing? Was somebody interested? Clock it.
Let's be honest, the guy wasn't mad because Jasmine was rude. He was mad because he was attracted to her. And his little MAGA brain short-circuited when the math didn't math. He thought he was chatting up some gorgeous girl on the train, which, let's be clear, he was, until his ego took a nosedive after learning Miss Jasmine wasn't serving cis-hetero fantasy on demand. Suddenly he went from flirt to F-slurs real fast, because nothing shakes a fragile man like realizing he finds a trans woman hot, and she's completely out of his league.
I'm sorry, this is the land of the free, pursuit of happiness. Everyone has that right for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And I'm sorry that my life doesn't fit into your ideology.
Want to hear the entire story? Head over to Jasmine Kennedie on Instagram for the full story, the receipts, and a reminder that you never come for a drag race girl unless you're ready to be read. Trust, she handled it like the icon she is. Thanks for watching.